Hi guys, I'm Kerry G and welcome to The Wisdom of Loves. Today's little chit chat we're going to talk about relationships and how we can squash our ego and our fears and all that chatter that goes on in our heads when we're in a relationship. And we want to be true with ourselves and honest with ourselves so we can be 100% happy with ourselves and in a relationship with our partner. Okay, so here we go. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a relationship with someone, you start to pick up traits from them? Then when you part from them, you seem to feel lost, like a chunk of you is missing. Why do we feel lost when someone has left our lives? Is it because most of us have not learnt to love ourselves, so therefore we think we find happiness in someone else? The ego plays a huge role in how we become dependent on another human being, as the ego loves to make you feel attached to another and make you forget that you're made of love and you only need yourself. Most relationships are based on our egos, and most of us are in a relationship because we're wanting something from the other person to fulfill a want or need within ourselves. If we can learn to love ourselves 100%, then we're able to find a selfless love within ourselves, therefore within another. I've been going through an interesting emotional adventure with a man for the past 4 months. I enjoyed his presence and energy, and our connection was fun and real. I became a part of his life, meeting and hanging out with his friends, hanging out at his place, doing things with him, and I started noticing that I didn't have my own social life. I had just moved to a new city and didn't know anyone, so I hadn't made any friends or my own social circles. Within 2 weeks of being here, I started dating him and was swept up by the love that was developing between us, like we all do in that honeymoon stage. After about 3 months, I realized that I hadn't developed my own life in this new city. I had created my own life, but my life was created with him in it. I was with him all the time as we became a drug for each other, seeing each other every day, losing sight of the world around us. There's a quote that suggests the strongest drug that exists for a human is another human being. Well, I believe it now. It's not like I planned any of this. I'm just living my human life. When we coin the term living in the now, it doesn't mean just living in the moment and forgetting about our built-up world around us. We just need to recognize situations we're placed in and remember not to lose sight of our world around us and our objective of living our soul purpose. Now, Eckhart Tolle mentions that living in the now is to accept, then act. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. Always work with it, not against it. Make it your friend and ally, not your enemy. And this will miraculously transform your whole life. A smart guy, Eckhart Tolle. Being of service to others and learning love in all forms so we can therefore truly love ourselves. Now, the reason I parted ways with him was because I wanted to stay focused on my soul purpose. I knew deep down I wasn't 100% happy, so therefore I needed to change my lifestyle. I felt that I needed to be apart from him so I could regain my focus of being of service to others, not service to myself and what I was feeling and wanting, which was the love and companionship of this man. I'm not denying myself of him or these loving emotions and experiences together. I'm just refocusing. Now, how do I love myself so I can therefore love another at the same level? This life change was a process to test myself, test the universe, test my emotions, and test my theories. Remember, I'm playing guinea pig with the universe and testing these theories and experiences with my own life, and it has been working so far, so I'm going to just keep on doing that. Now, choosing the positive, loving path and following the clues that the universe gives us, as well as honoring your feelings that come from love, is always the right path. But in saying that, acknowledging and recognizing our emotions and ego can be an emotional struggle. Finding that balance of peace, love, and compassion for all parties, as well as being true to your emotions, can be really hard work. But through meditation and self-love, this process becomes easier to handle. Now I'm going to be doing also, I've recorded like kind of days, like day 1, day 3, day 7, and all that kind of stuff with the process of the emotions of what I was going through. So it's going to be ups and downs and kind of emotional in these short videos, but I'll make a kind of series of that, I suppose, soon once the process is done, just so you can really see a real life emotional human being living in this world, I suppose. So yeah, love and light, everyone, and thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned.